related to network and cyber security. You are going to learn in transport layer security how to provide the security in transmission line. Okay, in this first we'll go with web security. Web now widely used by business, government, individuals and all, like industrial applications or any of the management part or any of the industries or any of the business. Everyone are using the websites for their communication or way to advertise their products, everything. Okay, that's why web is now widely used in all the business. In government also, everything is now online only. That also is implemented on websites only. And individuals can also generate their own websites and give the information related to their achievements, everything. Okay, and World Wide Web is fundamentally a client server application running over a internet and TCP/IP intranet. Whatever the World Wide Web are mainly and fundamentally are communicated between the client and the server application. Whatever the data we are entering into the World Wide Web or web pages, that will be automatically stored in servers. Okay, that's why this client and server communication can be done through internet, like whatever the internet facility we are using. Through that internet we can transmit the data from client to the server, or you can access the data from server to the client. And TCP/IP intranet, using that TCP/IP intranet also we can transmit the data or upload the data. Then web security considerations. Web browsers are very easy to use and web servers are relatively easy to configure and manage. All these web browsers are very easy to use. Whenever you are typing the website address, directly you can access those websites. It is very easy. And server are relatively easy to configure and manage. Whatever the servers we are accessing through the websites, it is easy to configure them, means which all the data has to be accessed by the user, which should not be accessed. In that way we can configure them, and to managing the server is also easy. And web content is increasingly easy to develop. Whatever the content we are uploading towards the web pages or websites, it is very easy to develop. Nowadays you have so many applications to get the content or edit the content and then make it very pleasantly visible for the access users and all. That's why it is increasingly easy to develop, and underlying software is extraordinarily complex. Means whatever the underlying software is there to develop that content you have, that is very complex. Okay, whenever you are generating the website, at that time you will get to know what is the complexity of the generation of your website using the software. Okay, if web server is subverted, an attacker may be able to gain access to data and systems not a part of the web but connected to the server at local site. See, whenever attacker want to get the data or personal data from your website, then automatically the attacker will be directly connected to the server from other local sites. From other local sites, he will be connecting to the server and he can access the data from your website pages. Okay, that is a one problem. And casual and untrained users are common clients for web-based services. Such users are not aware of security risks and exist and do not have the tools to take effective countermeasures. See, if I am one of the user, if I am accessing the one of the website, I should know that it is a secured website or not, and it is not accessing any data from our system or not. Okay, that also you have to aware of. If the website is an authorized website, then it will be having always it will be having the authentication, means you have to enter the username and password to access the data in the website. That will be an authenticated website. If you are accessing some other websites with no security and all, then automatically the attacker who are sitting in that server or sitting in that website to access your system may also access the data, personal data which is present in your systems. Okay, if you don't have the proper application which is stopping the attack from the attackers, or if you don't know the countermeasures to stop those security issues, then also it will affect. Okay, next is web security threats. In this threats, countermeasures, and consequences and countermeasures, you will see related to four different parts. That is integrity. Related to integrity, what all the threats we have? Modification of user data, memory, or message traffics. And countermeasures are loss of information, compromise of machine. And countermeasures are cryptographic or checksum. You have cryptographic of checksum you have to implement to maintain the integrity of your data. Confidentiality is eavesdropping on the net, theft of into form server or client information about network configuration. Whatever the network configuration information is there, that has to be maintained as a confidentiality. Consequences are loss of information and privacy. What all the information we have stored as a confidential information, if they are accessing those information, then loss of information and also privacy will be at the stake. And countermeasures are encryption and web proxies has to be provided for your websites. Denial of service, killing of user threats, and flooding machines with bogus requests, and filling up disk or memory, and isolating machine by DNS attacks. And consequences are prevent user from getting work done, and countermeasures are difficult to prevent. If you are going with respect to denial of service, if you are killing of user threats and all, and flooding machines with bogus requests and all continuously, if you are some of the you can see the sometimes continuously you will get the messages, continuously you will be getting the same mail continuously, like hundreds and 200 times into your mail IDs or to your message box and all. That you have that is the that if you want to stop, then denial of service you have to give. And countermeasures are prevent user from getting work done. You have to prevent that thing. And countermeasures, it is very difficult to prevent this type of problem, and you have to go with respect to precaution only. You should not open any such type of website or any such a type of link to get this type of problem. Authentication is impersonation of legitimate users, and consequences are misrepresentation of user belief that false information is valid. And countermeasures are cryptographic techniques. You have to use a cryptographic techniques to save those type of your username and password values. Okay, that these are the web security threats. Web traffic security approaches. You have three levels of web security approaches. One is HTTP, one is related to network level, transport level, and application level. If we are going with respect to network level, the lower level is always with related to IP or IP security level, and you will be having a TCP, transport layer, and you have a next layer with HTTP, FTP, SMTP. HTTP is Hypertext Transport Protocol, FTP File Transport Protocol, SMTP Simple Mail Transport Protocol. What all the data we are transmitting through these three type of method, or what are the data we are transmitting, that will be the security will be provided with respect to network level. If you are going for transport level, you will be having lower level is IP security. Next level is TCP security. Next, you have one more secured layer, that is SSL and TLS. Okay, secure socket layer, transport layer security. This one more extra security is provided whenever we are transmitting a data in the form of HTTP, FTP or SMTP. That is transport level security. And if you are going for application level, in the application level, you will be having a security. That is, first layer is always IP security. Next, you have UDP and TCP level, user data program protocol level. Next, you have a SMTP and HTTP, and CARBROS are the one of the method of transmission of data through the websites only. And simple or multiple mail transport protocol, or all these things come under application level transmission protocol. Okay, security. And web traffic security approaches, number of approaches to provide web security are possible, and one way to provide web security is to use IP security, and another way is to implement security just above the TCP layer. Okay, directly if you are using the security above the IP security, that is related to TCP security. If you want to implement one more level, then above TCP level you can implement one more security level. Application specific security services are embedded within a particular application. Always application specific security services are embedded within a particular application, always to provide the security. And SSL secure socket layer, transport layer security service, originally developed by the Netscape, and it is a version of 3 designed by the public input. What all the public has given as an input, that what all the problems they are facing, how to solve those things, that is provided by the SSL secure socket layer. Subsequently become internet standard known as TLS, transport layer security, and uses TCP to provide a reliable end-to-end service. And SSL has 2 layers of protocol, and you can see SSL architecture. Here IP security layer is there, and above this you have a TCP layer and SSL record protocol, where you will be having the proper set of data, how it is transmitted, how the packet has been generated, and SSL handshake protocol will be used to transmit the data, and SSL chain cipher specification protocol is also used, and SSL alert protocol to provide the alert information, and you will be having HTTP protocol also. One by one you can see. One second.